Okay, so I've been trying to explain how to install a new package. This is my way. So it's a little different than most. The queens, when they are introduced to those new bees, they put them in a queen package. I have mine inside this box right now. The package is in there because the queen gets in there. They dump a bunch of bees that are not related to her in that package, and within usually less than 12 hours if you're down south, or 24 hours if you're somewhere else in the United States, you get them, and then you pull them back out of that package and you dump them in your hive. Next thing you know, your bees take off, they leave the queen there, or they don't accept her, or whatever. There is problems. That syrup can in there will last them about 3 days. So, if you do this, it does help. I'll show you what I mean. My inner and outer cover off. Put that there. And one deep works great. But 2 mediums, if you use mediums like I do, I use all mediums. They're a lot lighter. Back's getting old. So the package is down in there. This is the way I got it. So what I do is just put it right in there. There's my package, and she's still in the cage and everything else. It's all sealed up. But this way the queen's pheromone gets on all these bees and inside your hive. So I have had better luck when I've been telling people to do it this way. People seem to like it. Their bees hang around a lot better. So, and this little bee on the outside, can you see she's on the outside? You call that a freebie. Yeah, I know. Bee jokes are never funny. They're bad, if anything. Sometimes they're really, really bad. And they can be funny. But that's all I do. I put that in there. And since I had 2 mediums, I just moved those 4 frames up top. I put them right next to her. That way your hive smells like her. The bees smell like her. And everything else. So actually, they've been sitting in here for about a day. It's in between rains, so I'm gonna try to get them out of here, and I'll show you how to install a package. Let me get my phone here mounted so you can watch the whole process, if it doesn't fall over, that is. There we go. All right. Board just does not want to come off there. Alright, you want to put your finger on the plastic tab. This one's actually stapled, so it's a little harder to get off. Get your hive tool on the edge of that can. back on that queen. Slowly pull that out. Come on, girl. Bunch of bees eating. There we go. There's your queen. There's a cork in the top here. Don't take that one out. There's a cork in the bottom. You want to take that one out with the candy. There's a big old fat drone right there. She's inside there somewhere. This little girl's cleaning herself off on my finger. Alright, so I'm just slowly wiggling the frame back and forth. Let the bees get off on the frame. Now, some people like to rubber band that cage in there and all kinds of things. As you can tell, I don't really need my veil, but I don't like getting stung in the face. But I just put the queen cage, and the opening is facing this way. It could face the other way. It doesn't really matter. What matters is you have the opening one way or the other. That way they can feed her through there. And all these bees are kind of wondering what's going on. So I'll show you the next part. Now you can do this two ways. You can leave that box like that, put the next medium box on top of it, and then come back in a day and pull out that box, because otherwise they will build comb everywhere. Or you can shake them in, which a lot of people don't like doing that because it's stressful on the bees. They're already stressed enough. But you don't want to be taking usually this long to do this. I mean, it's not a long process to put the bees in. But trying to make a nice little instruction video here for you all so that you can figure out what's best for you. Every beekeeper does something different because all the bees are different. Actually, it's a little muggy out here, that's why I'm taking that off. So, not too bad. This way, the queen's pheromone will be all over those bees by leaving them inside that box for at least a day, or the package, I mean. And now the package is still in there with all the bees and the queen. And her pheromone will get over those bees. They will accept her much better. You can tell there's a lot more bees coming out. They're like, all right, we're outside finally. I put the sugar cane here upside down. They can drink out the rest of it. Now, the one thing I will do before I leave, and I will put my suit back on for that one, is I'm going to take a bunch of this grass, nice green grass here, stuff it in the front entrance, and reduce that entrance way down. Just enough for 1 or 2 bees to get in and out at a time. As that hive becomes stronger, they'll push that grass out of the way and make the entrance however big they need it. Alright, I'll show you that next. Let me prop this up again. Alright. Okay, so this is what I mean by reducing the entrance. They can still get in and out. They just don't have to guard so much. A fresh hive, it's kind of, what do they guard? I mean, there's the upper entrance up here. It's very small. There's one in the back. But this big front entrance here, other bees may come in there and check things out, disturb them. Mice, whatever. If they have a smaller opening, then they can defend it better. It's just kind of long. There we go. So, see, now these little girls are a little confused. Oh, there they come. She figured it out. She's like, okay. Now, the orientation flights, they do it a little bit. The more those bees come out of that box and realize this is home, the queen's happy, they're happy with the queen, they'll start coming out and doing more orientation flights. You can see they're all just kind of flying around. They're not going and getting nectar. They're just flying around. The bees' internal GPS, they have to situate to this hive and what time of day it is, where the sun is, the rotation of the earth. I mean, it's all kind of genetically in them, and they do it without thinking, but they're orientating themselves to what time of day it is and where their hive is, so that when they leave, they know right where to come back. Once you get a good solid hive and it's been there a while and they know where that hive is, I could move it over here just 6 inches and they'll all be buzzing around here still trying to figure out where the entrance is. They'll eventually find it, but if you move it a few feet, then they'll be lost. Yep, she's going in. It's always a good sign when the bees come out here and start flying around and then they actually fly back in. You know, at least that one's accepted the queen, so hopefully more will. They found the sugar can. They're all starting to buzz around over there. But hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you got any questions or comments, please leave them. I will do my best to answer them. I have been beekeeping for 15 years. I'm the president of the local bee club. I'm one of the founders of All About Honey, and we put on the honey convention in East Tennessee. Helped start up one club last year. I'm going to help start up another club this year. So make sure when you do listen to people, they know what they're talking about. They've been a beekeeper for at least a few years. They've worked out some of the mistakes. All right, have a nice day. Thank you for watching.